Okay, alrighty. It's time for another epi of No Fat Chicks for 2. Still thinking about another name there. Not sure yet if I'm just gonna switch it up randomly on you guys, but we'll figure it out soon enough. On this edition, we got the NayNay and Angry Dave epi 2 again, and Dave is as angry as ever, and NayNay is as clueless as ever. Guy who wakes up mid-slumber to do a pod. We're going to talk Dodgers, and I was actually totally right about the Dodgers for once. Talking about how they needed relief pitching, and then after this epi, they go ahead like a week and a half later and get Ryan Madison from Washington, I think. Solid. And then Angry Dave is just a fucking animal. You just watch out for him, like, seriously, parental advisory, the warning. That's what I should be trying to say. Yeah, definitely some foul language in this one. So, yeah, don't be playing this where kids can hear, unless you're cool with those kids having a foul mouth when they're in school. Also, Allison, I'm just so disappointed in you right now. After what I heard, and Dave actually has convinced me to be very disappointed in you, so just stay tuned to the end because you'll find out why I'm disappointed. And I just think both of our families are just animals. When you think about the stories that go on, I keep using that phrase because it's just the most perfect phrase that encompasses how we are. We're just a bunch of random animals, like a wolf pack, definitely for sure. The audios kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie, NayNay. It sounds like you're in a tunnel. I don't know where you are, but you're probably balls deep in a pillow somewhere during that episode. So thank you again for waking up for the episode. But next time, get your damn audio straight. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Everything's all good with everything else. Don't be a sinner, and have a good day. Fuck, I'm running so behind. My goodness, my head's gonna fall off. I gotta call Nate. Do I call Dave? Which one do I call first? I'm freaking out, man. Here we go, boys.
What up?
Yo, brother, how you doing?
Fine. Am I on the air right now?
No, you don't have to be if you don't want to be. I'm recording, though, yeah?
Yeah, alright. No, we can record this, dude. We can record this because let me tell you something. Like, the ignorance of society, like, I can't handle it. Like, I'm trying to get in, like, the restaurant downstairs closes at 10, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't eaten all day. I've eaten, like, pretzels and dog shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have a little cocktail, you know, just relax, and I have to order the food. So I'm trying to order the food, and she goes, "Where are you?" I go, "I'm literally in the hotel." And she goes, "Oh, well, we can't take your order unless you're down here." I go, "Just make the order, I'll come down and pick it up." She's
serious?
like, "Hold on." She goes, "Hold on." I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me out, right?" So then I order the thing, and it comes with a salad, and I go, "Yeah, I'll have the salad." She goes, "The Caesar salad or the small salad?" And I go, "The small salad." I go, "With blue cheese, extra blue cheese." She's like, "Oh, so you don't want blue cheese on it, you want it on the side?" I was like, "No, whatever you give me, just give me an extra one." She's like, "Okay, so a lot of blue cheese." I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" I just wanted to scream at the phone, like, "Are you fucking with me?"
Wait, hold on. Nate, are you with us? You guys with us? We got both of you?
What's up, Joe? What's up, boys?
Dave, you with
me? You missed my little rant on, like, the food service.
Yeah, he's pissed because the lady is being, one, super lazy, super picky about him ordering, and two, just a bitch.
I was just like, "I'm ordering chicken tenders and a salad. Just fucking put it down there. I'll be with you in a fucking minute." Are you getting room service, or are you at the airport? Yeah, I'm getting room service. Baller, what do you think this is? What do you think? It works for free? What?
Nate, what is up with your audio, man? Is your head on the pillow? Are you, like, sucking your thumb right now?
Who, me?
No, Nate. You're good, Dave. You're good. I can hear you loud and clear. Dave, Nate's, like, reading bedtime stories over there.
You know he's on his back with his pants off. Like, you know he's just sitting there just just like a pile of Kleenex just sitting there, just like, yup, life is good.
Boys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought my strategy for tonight was take an edible at 7 p.m., sleep for a couple hours, and then set an alarm. Wake up at 11:30, be ready for the pod. It still hit me, so it's gonna be a little slow over here.
Well,
so for those of you at home, we're doing the 3-hour podcast.
Yeah.
As Nathan goes through his hallucinating.
He's gonna die. Wait, Nate. Honestly, like if you gotta bow out at any time, like honestly, bow out. It's okay. Me and Dave can carry the torch. It's not a big deal. But you're a trooper, man. And honestly, if you thought you could take an edible to nap for 3 hours, you should have known better, man. I thought we'd trained you better than that.
Dude, I only had like half of the cookie. I was like, okay, dude, like let's be nice, little nightcap, little body high. We'll be fine. I woke up at like 11:28. I was like, there's no fucking way I'm doing this podcast.
You would be the savage that goes, I only ate half of the You're only supposed to eat half of the cookie, man. You always eat the full cookie? Jesus Christ.
I got a high tolerance. Some say I have a high tolerance.
No, I was just going to chime in there. Like, yeah, that's what happens when you crush it for like lunchtime, you know, like every single day. Like, your body's just like, what's up, friend? Like, gotta throw another one down the garbage disposal for us to do it.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I eat an edible, and I swear to God, I get 10 hours of sleep, and I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit. I'm so tired. I'm groggy as fuck. Like NyQuil. Like NyQuil does the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This cookie bastard guy, it's a body high. You feel good, and like you wake up, you don't feel groggy. But anyhow, let's get the pod going. I'm watching.
The pod is going. Let's talk.
Let's
about
go.
how I put edibles up on my dresser and just eat my meat, just staring at the day when I could throw that edible down, and nobody gives a fuck. Like I think about it every single day.
Yeah, man.
Talk to you guys about it.
I know, I feel bad just bringing it up. I'm literally packing a bowl right now as we speak, and I'm like, dude, poor guy.
That's bullshit. No. You smoke up for me. You smoke out for the millions of Americans that have to sit there and fucking fight the good fight, you know? It's like, you know, if you can't enjoy your freedom, what are we doing here? You know, why do I fight?
Dude, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It shouldn't be the fight to legalize marijuana. It should be the fight to make it illegal not to smoke marijuana. By the time you're 21, if you don't have weed in your system, you get a fix-it ticket, and you got to go get high.
Dude, I used to be like such a nice guy. Like I was just like calm, collected, just fucking like, yeah, I know Dave. He's the fucking shit, you know. Now it's just like, yeah, that motherfucker. And I think it's all because I just can't have a little smoky smoke, eat, you know.
Motherfucker owes me $20 and some chicken tenders.
Yeah, and I'm gonna crush chicken tenders and a bucket of blue cheese at 11 o'clock at night. Thanks.
You're a blue cheese guy, huh? I'm more of a ranch guy, I gotta say.
Oh no, loser! What a loser!
Blue cheese. I get it right out of your asshole. Blue cheese and butt crack. Yep. That's
Yum. It's part of a balanced breakfast.
Dude, little hidden gem, dude. The Trader Joe's blue cheese, some of the best out there in the grocery stores, boys. Just so you guys know.
Ooh, okay. Trader Joe's, honestly, their brands, they're everything they got's good there. It's good stuff.
That is, I know. My ex told me about it, and I was like, you're full of shit. And I had it, I was like, wow, this is some of the best stuff I've had. Hey, boys, little bases loaded Dodgers, bottom in the 8th. Manny Machado grounds out. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
no big deal.
Yeah, I put up a bunch of prospects for him. I love that. I love that we can empty the nest for no freaking reason.
Yeah. I don't think we should I don't think we should bash him too much. He's crushing the ball. It's more of our relief pitching that's blowing everything. Like, and then we only have one run. Like, we can't really hit. But I have some beef to pick with the Dodgers right now, so we can talk Dodgers for sure. But basically, I just think no one's coming together. Everyone's just either blowing up and you're getting 20 runs or 10 runs, or you're getting one and nothing else.
I'm going to say, I was thinking about this literally for an hour. Like, I literally almost forgot to put the fucking gear down because I wanted to be articulate, not upset, because I agree with what the Dodgers did. When you have somebody like Clayton Kershaw, you can't just, we all know his time is limited, whether you want to admit that or not. It's sad, but it's true. And you want to say that, hey, we did everything that we could. When Seager went down, you cannot not go get somebody, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is that when Seager was here, it wasn't enough. We saw the same issues with relief pitching, even though they got hot last year late. but it's still that giant question mark throughout the season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you sat there and took this guy, and it just really, on paper, was to make it look good. In fact, though, all you did was Phil Seager, which still wasn't enough to win the World Series. Like, you're still not beating the Astros. You're probably still not beating the Yankees. Or even not even the Yankees, the Red Sox. I mean, holy shit, those guys.
I mean,
so it's like, it's a good paper move, but like, it doesn't really change what the fate was going to be, unless these guys all get ridiculously hot and relief pitching finds their groove. But it's like, God, I mean, if it's not now, when?
I agree. I mean, you think, I don't know about the not now when. I've said it before too, but like, I think we have so many prospects. Like, sooner or later, it's gonna click. I really think that in the amount of money we freaking spend. But I kind of agree too. I was like, we're gonna get Machado, and I'm excited to get Machado, and like, you're looking at Machado just rack it in, but then you're realizing like, like, we needed more than just a guy that can hit the ball. We have people that can crush it. We have prospects that could have came up and crushed it. But what we really needed was like a move like the Astros did with Verlander last minute last year, or just somebody like in the bullpen to solidify like that 6 or 5 and 6 inning when the starting pitcher gets into trouble, and you got to throw somebody in there to get some outs, so you guys can get into the later innings. And
speaking of Verlander, did you see what they did with Bryce Harper?
Did they agree that he's not going to come back or something? What'd they do?
No, they pulled him off. Like the Dodgers were the only ones to make an offer. I got to go over the rules of that shit, but apparently what the Astros did with Verlander, the Dodgers did. But because it was only the Dodgers who did it, like, they didn't do it, or, like, Christ, you need, like, somebody a baseball guy that understands that shit way better
than me. We need Evan, son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude, can we get a live call in?
I do. I don't know. How would that work? Just call Evan. Evan, quick question.
Evan, explain the waiver wire. Come on. Help. I read it on Twitter. Sitting there, I was like, Bryce Harper, blah, 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 and then we, were having to go. I was like, what the fuck went on? Like,
no, dude, for the average baseball fan, after the July 31st trade deadline, like, how did Daniel Murphy just get traded to the Cubs? What is a trade deadline if you can make trades after? Like, I just don't get it. I saw the headline today, I'm like, am I fucking on acid right now? Like, am I seeing this right? And then I'm like, no, it just says Daniel Murphy traded to the Cubs, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, the trade deadline hype, and then all this shit, and then people get traded. Like, if somebody explain that to me.
Yeah, Evan will. I'll have him on, and I'll ask him. I'll tell you, because I don't know how. But yeah, in baseball, you can make trades after the trade deadline.
Okay. I just feel like these baseball's fucking morons. Like, and rightfully so, it's the right move to call us that. But goddamn, it's just like, dude, you're one of if there's 100 people, you're the only one that would know this, and everybody's watching baseball every day and doesn't understand it. I'm like,
what the hell is that?
What bothers me is like, you turn on ESPN instead of starting to say okay, I know you guys are all lost if your teams didn't make a move at a deadline, but this is how this works, and then they act like everybody should know. It's just like, I just sit there and crushing hot dogs in the press box, reading the Rule 5 draft. It's like, get the fuck on.
Yeah, right? Like, oh yeah, trade deadline, but we just got Verlander for Murphy, or we just got Bryce Harper for nothing. I thought the trade deadline was over a month ago. But what I do know is that after August 31st, you can't make any more moves. I'm pretty confident in that statement. That after the 31st.
Oh, God.
Like, if you make a move after the deadline, you're an asshole, but if you try to make a move after the 31st of August, you're really an asshole.
Yeah, it's like I get the waiver part, but then it's like, then I see trades, and I'm like, I don't get it. I would understand if it's like, okay, you're trading prospects, or they're not included in the deadline, or something of that nature. But to trade another guy on your active roster, I just don't get it. Yeah. I would like somebody to explain it to me, so I don't feel like a fucking douchebag. And the fact that I'm watching baseball tonight, and they just bring it up like, yeah, they traded him. Not how it happened. They didn't even say who got traded for. It seemed like a one-way trade.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is when they call it a trade, and it's just like, dude, they traded for somebody that's not even on the roster for compensation, total value. I mean, it's just, dude, they're probably, Kirchin's over there with his calculator. Fuck, I can't even.
Yeah, it's just money, some prospects nobody knows, and a draft pick for 2018 for 2028, and. Yeah, you're like, okay, so they just basically gave that guy to those people. You want this guy? He's going to do good for you. Take him. Sure, we have.
Before I get called down for room service, I just want to make sure that Evan's explaining my pump-up speeches in high school, because I'm absolutely not going to sit here and be like, yeah, they're the best ever. People were like slitting people's throats out there, you know. I'm not going to go into it. If Evan wants to go out there, if he heard one and he's just like,
no, me. That's for me.
You heard?
No, Evan kind of could. He even brought up some of the intense speeches you brought up, but I remember one of them that you came in on a playoff game, and it was halftime or something like that. I just remember being so fucking jacked up. I wanted to go rip somebody's head off because you came out there in like a Letterman's or something like that it was like halftime, and we were in
fucking loser. Oh my god.
No, not really though, dude. You're just passionate. It's cool because like we still really cared about Shaq football because your whole family was still going there, so it still mattered, right? And he just like, we're like, yo, it was like you were about to put on a helmet and come out there with us in the second half. I was like, let's fucking go. I want this guy in my corner for sure.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. I've heard a lot of pop-up speeches in my time at Chaparral High School, but who takes the cake is Coach Wilga. When he interim coach for Coach
Speech. I can't believe I do this. Oh no.
Way to deflate everything I just said.
Oh my god, dude. No, man.
I know, I'm just sorry, but I'll never forget my time there and that pump-up speech with my dad's Chevrolet, and I got to bring it back without a dent in it. And I've never been. Everybody looks around with so confused, but like, you know, fuck it, let's go. We're not bringing this car back dented. You've heard this story, right?
Wait, what story?
Oh my god, I cannot believe it.
Dude, at the bottom of his heart, he meant to fucking pump us up, but it was hilarious. So Coach Wilga is interim coach for Coach Leach after he got suspended when we pointed. So Drew, you graduated, so this is my junior year. Coach Leach got suspended after he told us to point to the scoreboard after the Marietta Valley game.
Oh yes. I forgot. I was like, wait, how was he giving the speech? And then I remember why. I was like, I didn't see this. I heard about this. I was like, yes.
Dude, I forget we were playing though, but like, oh god, I can't remember. I think it was our last game of the season before playoffs. It wasn't this year. It was a nobody team. Who was it? We weren't playing Temescal Canyon. I think we might have been playing Temescal Canyon. But anyways, we were only up by like 3 at halftime, and Coach Wilga comes in and is just fucking on one, and was like, the calmest voice was like, my dad gave me the keys to the Chevrolet Camaro. And I'll be damned if I'm going to bring it back to him dead. All right, boys? All right, we're all like, what the fuck is happening? And then, like, but the speech was like he was just going into detail about how he cannot bring this car back dented, or dad was going to beat his ass.
Oh,
and everybody's just looking around the room like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then we're all thinking that the story's gonna like turn somehow and turn back to football or something, and nope, just left it right there. Goes, we're not bringing that car back dented, boys. Let's get out there and get after it. We're good. Okay, here we go, coach.
Let's not dent the car. This car's gonna be shiny. We gotta win by 30.
No, dude. Fucking best. Oh my god. I heard that story after half. I'm like, oh my god.
I remember when Coach Wilga like came in and like we were like in trouble or something like that to the weight room, and he had to stop what we were doing, and we were like, oh shit, we're gonna get it. Right? Like, nope, it's Coach Wilga. How bad can it be? He made us like stand on these little ledges because we had these little platforms where we were doing the power cleans and the deadlifts and stuff like that. And on the ledge of the platform, you can kind of stand on your ball of your feet, and that will let you do like a little calf dip and then a raise. You know, a calf dip and then to your raise. And he made us do like 100 of them, and we're all just sitting there like, this is the most stupid fucking punishment we've ever had in our lives. It was like, are you kidding me? We're doing little calf raises because we were late? This is bullshit, coach. We're not learning anything.
Dude, you want to talk about like pump up speeches? Like, let's talk about this weekend where I'm like standing with, definitely on a sideline I shouldn't be on, but I'm just like, I just want to see somebody knock the fuck out of somebody. Like, I don't care if it's Pop Warner, cheerleaders. I just wanted somebody to hit somebody in a game that actually fucking mattered. So I go down to this thing before the game, and Chaparral's playing Hemet, and so I'm down there, and at some point, I tell the linesman, who literally says to me, he says to the receivers coach, I'm standing there, right? And he goes, the line of scrimmage is where your guys line up, not where the ball is. He says this.
What?
And I go, eventually, like, 5 minutes go by, and I'm just completely come unhinged. Like, fuck you, you motherfucker, like, blah, blah, blah. And I tell him he's got, like, I was like, you suck because your breath has cock on it. And I say this, and, like, I'm next to standing to somebody who's an administrator of some point. He's like, Jesus. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Fuck this guy, though. And then I tell the cornerback, the kid's the Hemet guy is run blocking like shit, right? And the kid knocks him on his ass. And I'm like, take his soul. What did I say? Donkey punch his fucking soul. Like, don't even let him fucking get it down in. Like, just ruin his entire
The
night.
kid's 15, yeah.
The kid, yeah, this kid is a sophomore playing in a varsity game. I'm telling him to, like, just fuck his soul. And you're just sitting there, and, like, even I'm, like, standing, like, I don't realize at the time I'm walking back to the car, like, what is happening? Like, what are we doing? You know, like, this is a non-league game. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Dude, the best part of this shit, like, this guy's, like, this alcoholic's, like, on the sidelines, and it's, like, Dave has had, like, a drip of fucking booze, and it's just, like, it's just sober, like, motherfucking people, and you're like, okay, this guy's a little off his rocker.
I mean, it was just you on the sideline, Dave, getting angry. Imagine you walking into the locker room at halftime trying to get the entire team pumped up, man. You were donkey punching everything, dude. It's fucking awesome. Did you guys just see Kenley Jansen give up another jack late? We're down by 2 now.
Yeah, I didn't. I was waiting to tell you guys, but
it's not looking good.
I have a 3-game parlay, and I was looking at this game. I go, dude, I love the under 7.5 runs. Dude, both these fucking young guys are gonna like duel it out. And I'm like, you know what, man, fuck that. Like, these guys can hit bombs on both sides. Like, I'm gonna pick Dodgers or Cardinals. And I select the Dodgers, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? Like, these guys have fucked me so bad in the last week. In the late innings, they'll be winning. In the late innings, they fucking blow it up. So I go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going Cardinals. Fuck it. I even have the Dodgers to win the World Series. I have a bet out there of futures, and I said, fuck my future. I'm going for it right now because I don't fucking trust these guys. And sure shit enough, I'm sitting here just laughing because I'm like, these fucking cunts, man.
Dude, I don't even understand. Like, if you bet on the Dodgers at this point, like, I can't even fucking help you, like, one iota.
No, dude. No, I mean, that Mariners series, I took the Mariners on Friday, and they fucking the Dodgers beat them 12-1. And so that's why I'm like, you know, fuck these guys, man. If I don't bet them, fuck me.
Wait, hold on. Can I call you back? I gotta go get my room service.
Yeah, just call back in.
Okay, you guys supposed to put me on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting my chicken tenders and crown to go.
Bring that bitchy lady back up to your room. Hi.
That'd be nice. Commit adultery right here on the fucking podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you're married.
Lady, listen out.
Forgot you're married. My bad.
Sweetheart, I need you to fast forward to minute 21 to 22, 30 minutes.
Skip this part. You won't even like it. We just talk sports.
Yeah. Oh, and then I porked waitress on the podcast. I did it for content, baby. I did it for content.
I did it for the pod. Go eat your fucking food. That's funny.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, man.
Hey, do the NAU story while I'm gone, because I don't want to listen
I know. Dude, Drew.
You're a bunch of dirty sluts. Vickie and Maggie should have just fucking had you go put in the trash can the second you came out, but never mind.
Okay, go get your
chicken
nuggets. Go
nuggets.
get your crown, psycho.
Go get your dino nuggets.
You say what you want about my mother, you leave the fucking nuggets out of it. All right.
Hi, Drew.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
So today it literally hit me. I'm sitting at work taking a shit. I looked down at my shoes, and you know what fucking dress shoes I'm still wearing?
The expensive ass ones we went and got?
The biz block, dude, when you're in biz block, and you remember, like, dude, I need some fucking dress shoes. Like, I have to fucking do a presentation. I'm like, fuck, man, I actually have to do some presentations coming up. I need some new dress shoes, too. We go over fucking Dillard's and get had by that fucking sales guy to get $215 dress shoes.
Dude, this guy shoved those shoes right up our hoop and was like, yo, these are the top of the line. Those things they were comfortable for 3 days. They were uncomfortable for 103 days, and then they wore out. Like it took them like 2 months to get worn in, 3 days to feel comfortable, and then after 3 days they were like falling apart. And it was awful.
Well, dude, I still have them. I still wear them every goddamn day.
Dude, I wore them at what the fuck kind of pair did I get? I paid $280 for some shitty ass pair of shoes, and you're still wear? What the fuck did I get?
No, but you remember I told you we were walking out, and I was like, dude, we just got had, right? And you're like, yeah, dude. And we both looked at each other like, we're gonna wear these shoes I was like, I'll wear these shoes for 10 years. I don't give a fuck how shitty they are. And then literally like 2 months in, you're like, fuck these shoes, I'm buying a new pair. And I'm like, I'm pulling all these bastards, and sure enough, today I'm sitting there, I'm like, I can't believe I'm still fucking wearing these. And dude, but here's the issue. I've been having these fucking ankle issues. Like every couple of weeks, my ankle is like right now. It feels like I rolled my ankle. I have no idea what it is, but I have to say it has to be the fucking shoes at this point.
Yeah, it could be like the way the padding is settled now. We might want to get some Mr. Scholl's or whatever it's called, and see if that'll help. I had sometimes problem with like the upper part of my ankle, but like the lower part of my calf, and sometimes it feels like my calf is perpetually cramping, and it happens to do with like some of the flat kind of shoes I wear, Converse and the Vivo running barefoot whatever shoes I wear. So yeah, it could be that. Maybe go look at Dr. Scholl.
I'll give Dr. Scholl a call.
Yeah, Dr. Scholl, son.
Dr.
Scholl. Man, dude, okay. So, I want to plan a trip to Dallas pretty soon. Maybe not pretty soon, but like January, February. Try to get out there and you know, tear the town apart, I guess.
Yeah, tear the big D up. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go out a lot, go crazy, but it would definitely be dope to see what Dallas is like.
Dude, my thing is when people say like, hey, they want to come out and visit, I'm almost to the point where I'm like, dude, I'll meet you down in Austin because Austin is such a good time, and I think anybody's gonna visit Texas, that's the only place that you should visit.
All right, then cool. Then Austin it is, yo. Fuck Dallas. I'm just kidding. Kidding, Dallas. Just kidding.
No, dude,
you guys are all cool in Dallas.
Dude, Dallas is basically Dallas and Houston, aside from climate and humidity, like they're the same goddamn place. San Antonio is just a smaller version of both, and Austin is like the one that's fucking just kind of a wild child and has a little bit of everything, a little bit outdoors, if you will, a little river action, and probably some of the best bar scene in the country. So, and you got all the hippies there too.
I heard good things. It's like if you know, it's like the San Francisco of Texas, right? Like if for California, you know, you got San Diego, LA, all these different big old areas, and it's like San Francisco's super hippie, super out there. You know, Portland's just an extreme steroid version of that. And then Austin's kind of like, you know, since Texas is pretty reserved, you know, Austin's got to be that kind of like loosey-goose version. Would you agree?
I would say Austin is like if San Francisco fucked San Diego and had a baby. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
pretty
honestly,
funny.
It's a nice little visual.
That's
honestly, because it's a little mix of like the like laid back, wealthy people, Texas people, but are still more liberal, and then you have straight up hippies. So, and then you got the UT campus in too. People forget that. So, so like the downtown, so the nightlife is like half. Yeah, it's called 6th Street. It's like basically Mill Ave, but like West 6 is like the classy kind of bougie people, you know, post grad people that have some money, and then E6 is, they call it dirty 6, and it is fucking dirty. Dude, I've been on this street 3 times, and I've seen 3 people get sucker punched for no reason, absolutely no reason, Drew. Like it's always like 2 a.m. I'm walking fucking back to my Airbnb, and like just out of nowhere somebody just gets sideswiped, just absolutely blindsided with a punch, and it's a straight up brawl. The street's closed down. And every time I'm like, what caused this fight to happen? Like, none of them ever start with like an argument or anything. It's just somebody goes like, boop, boop, and then there's some fucking bum that jumps in.
Yeah, dude. My biggest fear is being like just completely cold cocked and knocked out while my girl is just right there. Like, now you're on your own, babe, because I'm done. I am slept. Run. Like it's like that one song. It's like that one GIF. It's like run, dun 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 dun. It's like just get out of there. He's gone.
Yeah. You literally have a lifeless person next to you. You have nobody to fucking save you. You're on your own, sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm faster than you. I'll catch up when I wake up.
Yeah, exactly. Hope the fucking the meth head, that fucking cold cocked penis, is gonna catch you. Right?
Dude.
So best of luck.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of running and being fast, Jordan Hicks is throwing some fucking gas right now to Brian Dozier and just struck out Bellinger. Oh my gosh. This guy throws so fucking hard. This is the guy that throws hard, right?
What's he clocking right now?
I mean, yeah, what the fuck? This is the guy. Look at that. 101 miles an hour. 101 miles an hour.
Honestly, I have a superstition right now, so I've been watching the MLB Network and just seeing highlights pop up, even though I have ESPN, because I feel like every time I watch ESPN, I literally turned on the game. Yasiel Puig got like a single, and I'm like, okay, I'm done watching.
Jesus.
I'm done watching the game. That's how bad betting's coming. You're like the littlest thing where you're like, oh, I was watching this. I was sitting in this chair when they scored a touchdown, or he hit a home run when I was sitting here. Okay, I should sit here now.
Why? It's such an empty chase. Like, you win the bet, and then you go put that, like, $4 you won right back into another bet. Like, why does it matter?
How dare you, dude? Dude, I've come a long way since my $2
Hold on. Your brother's calling. Hold on. It's so fucking funny. Myers.
Let's go.
How's the food?
I don't know. I haven't eaten yet. I'm on a podcast. I'm a fucking professional.
No, eat, dude. Go ahead and eat. What the fuck? Just, like, try not to eat into the mic.
Questions real quick. Wait, what are we on right now? Because we need to come back to it.
Nate was just talking about how much he likes dick.
That's how much how much you like dick in his mouth after you win the fucking 3-game parlay, boys. Sorry about the Dodgers loss, but I'll fucking take it. God damn it.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, Dodgers lost. We were talking about Dave. We were talking about how Jordan Hicks throws fucking gas. Like, he just throws heat. Throws the hardest thrower in the MLB.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
He just threw his last pitch was 102, dude.
Yeah.
Throwing straight cheese.
Oh, is that no? That's the whatchamacallit guy. Is he an actual closer now, or are they just up by so many runs that fucking?
Yeah, he didn't close the first game of the series or the last night. But yeah, he closed tonight. I guess he's the actual closer now. But yeah, he throws some gas, and then he throws like an 87-mile-an-hour slider that is just so unfair because right out of his hands, it looks like that fastball. And oh my gosh, it just drops out of there. So he's good, son of a bitch. And now St. Louis has got a way better record than us, and they didn't earlier this year because the Dodgers are probably right now the most, I would say the team that's most underperforming in the MLB. Out of every team in the MLB, they're the most underperforming team.
Without a question. And I mean, wait, how many games do we have left in the season?
Like 30?
I'm trying to look at that today.
End of September.
And what?
30.
Goes to the end of September. Yeah,
Like 30 games.
And then how many games are they out of first?
30.
No.
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's got to be almost 4 now if those guys won tonight.
Yeah,
Listen. I went the whole last. I have 2 questions. God damn, now I forgot one of them. I have one because I have 2 food servers, and I have a serious question for me and all the other listeners that party like fucking rock stars in terms of tipping food service. We'll get to that, but last year I went through the entire month of June and July. Fucking Dodger fans just like, can you believe it? Just stroking their cocks, just fucking talking shit. And I was just like, I've been here. I have been here on the 20-game win streaks. I've done this. I have nothing to show for it, you know? Like, yeah. So I dumbed it down. So I'm actually not, like, as upset as I would be because it's just like, dude, like, the Astros last year, I mean, from what they did to come back, like, you just got to hit it at some point, you know? Like, the problem is if you hit it, but you're so far behind, you can't make up games. We got a lot of games against the Diamondbacks. We got another series with the Giants. We got the Rockies. Like, this last month is a lot of divisional play. Everybody's just got to simmer down.
Yeah.
And I'm the last one. I'm ready to burn everything. I told, in our group text, I'm a big Cowboy fan. So my brother wants to take under 8, and I tell him to go fuck himself. He's like, who wants to take the bet? Cowboys under 8 wins. I'm like, well, I've already killed myself, so yeah, I'll make the bet because I won't be alive if they don't win fucking 8 games, you know?
Yeah.
Go fuck.
For those who don't know, Dave is a huge Cowboys fan, which is totally random.
Yeah, but you wouldn't understand that. No, it's not totally random. I'm not going to get into the story behind it.
Tell us the story behind it, then. I was going to ask.
Nothing. I was a little kid, and my dad's like, these guys suck. When they first started, I was like 4 or 5 years old. My dad's like, this is the worst fucking team in the thing. I was like, oh, that sucks. Like, they're the worst fucking team. They're getting their shit pushed, and I felt bad. And then I was like, the next year, and then all of a sudden, that was during 1990s. Here comes Aikman, here comes the triplets, and all that shit. And all of a sudden, 92, I'm 7, and they're fucking holding up Lombardi trophies, or 95 when and so I watched them the 3 years as I was falling in love with football.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, but I fell in love with them because I felt bad because they're losers. And now I've been a loser for the majority of my life with all my sports teams outside of the Lakers, and I fucking get it, what God was doing.
Well, what the fuck? Would you start feeling bad for the Dodgers or something so they can win some championships? Son of a bitch.
No, dude. I read like these Brooklyn Dodgers things. I'm just like, fucking, yup, fuck the Yankees, yup. You like read this shit. They win the NL by like fucking 24 games. They play the whole month of August with their dicks in their hands, and then they fucking lose in 5 to the Yankees. I'm just like, I get it. It's just like that was like last year. Like the whole time, everybody's thinking I'm jacked, and I'm watching the World in Game 7 of the World Series. I'm like, no fucking way. And everybody thinks I'm a fucking pessimist, but when you're a fucking loser, Nathan, tell them about the Notre Dame Alabama game.
What
did Daddy bring home?
Where are you going? Where are we going? Where are we?
I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan. The most money I've ever won on a sporting event was when Notre Dame lost to Alabama in the national championship game.
Oh yeah. Hey, no. Let's fucking tell that story. This cocksucker Drew.
Yeah.
We go snowboarding in Park City the day of the Alabama Notre Dame game. Dave's like, hey, come up here. We'll watch the game. We'll have a good time. Have some crown. It'll be a great time. So we're in the car, and I'm like, Dave, like, you think the Irish can fucking pull it off, And this is before, like, Alabama was just steamrolling every year. This was, like, the first year or second year that this was happening, Dave? That the dynasty started? This is 09. So I go, Dave, like, what's the bet tonight? At this moment, Drew, I was making $10 bets, like $20 bets. I put a $250 bet as a college student. I barely had the fucking money. And I go, all right, I'm on Notre Dame. And he goes, you did what? No fucking no. Yes, dude. He fucking bait me all day. Was like, I think we have a chance, dude. I think we have a chance. And this was before live betting, dude. And it's it's 35-0 in like 10 minutes of the game. And he goes, oh, well, he goes, well, I told you. I told you. I go, you told me? You fucking told me the Irish, you fucking cunt. And
my God.
Still to this day, I'll never forget.
Tell your fucking story, you muppet bitch. That's absolutely not what fucking happened. I said, you asked me what I was betting on. Or you asked me, you said, what is the bet? And verbatim, I said, the bet is either Notre Dame money line or Alabama to cover. Do not take Alabama in the points. And we're sitting there watching the game, and Notre Dame is getting fucking... I've seen fucking like shit kickings. Like it looked like somebody like a senior in high school took a bat to a kindergartner right in the fucking cheekbone.
Damn.
Like
Holy shit.
It's uncompetitive, right? I don't know if you remember that game. Unfucking competitive. Like 3 plays, I'm like, oh fuck, like my team's gonna get killed. I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking hate texts from all my SC friends, like, oh fucking welcome to the jungle, because they're bitches as like a society. Anywho, so I'm like sitting there, like I'm gonna win a shit ton of money, right? I'm gonna win a shit ton of money because I had put fucking like 25, whatever I had in the account at the time, whatever I could bet was like 25, 583 or something like that on Alabama to cover. So as the game's going on, like Nathan's up there, Matt's up there, and like Notre Dame's getting killed, and everybody's like, what the fuck? And then Nathan goes, what the fuck? Finally, in like the third quarter, he's like, what the fuck was your bet? And he like goes and like sees it. He's like, you motherfucker. And I was like, no. I said, Notre Dame money line for like $5 or Alabama to cover for like my entire fucking mortgage rent for the next 6 months. You chose wrong. Like, that's what I told him, I wasn't wrong. I was just more right with where I put my money. Yeah.
So he did the money line, but he put way too much on the money line?
Dude, I've never even heard heard you tell that story like that. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. Dude, okay, before I forget, we'll get into the betting thing, but food service question. I ordered my food to go, right? You understand what to go is?
Yeah. Do you tip this to go person? That's your question.
Yes.
I usually just honestly, I usually just throw $1. Lately, I've just been given $1, even like in the drive-through window. If I'm not like Jack in the Box, I'm not there, but obviously. But I go to like this nice Mexican food place, and they take like maybe 10 minutes to make your food because it's fresh right there, right? I'll give them like $1. Just quick, pick it up to go, $1. Pick it up, thank you, make it the food, peace out, deuces. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. All the spots I do takeout, I just give them like 10% or $1.
Because I'm an American, god damn it. I'm not some European that's a savage and doesn't fucking tip the good service you get. I'm a true and blue American. And I want to treat my fellow Americans.
Dude, I worked in the restaurant industry for 5 years, and everybody there is like, gives everybody 20, most servers, like, anywhere they go, they give them like 20, 25%. And I'm like, fuck that, dude. You get 20% if you did something exceptional in my time, sitting down eating, dining in. And these people that are like, dude, you're a fucking Jew for not giving 20%. I'm like, dude, the guy fucking brought me a water and a pizza. Like, he gets 20%. Like, he didn't even fucking make the pizza. And he didn't even fucking do the water. He just brought it out. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. If the guy's expecting more, he's kind of a prick anyways.
Wait, hold on a second, though. But, NayNay, it's a claim jumper thing. How much should you... What is your meal that you get at claim jumper you used to get with Grandpa?
Grandpa.
I get the chicken fingers, dude.
Oh, that's what I got. Oh, are you serious?
Dude, they have some of the best. I will say though, they changed the recipe. I went to this was maybe a year ago. I went to the Claim Jumpers next to Knott's Berry Farm, and we were gonna go to that chicken spot. You know that fucking chicken spot, Knott's Berry Farm. That's phenomenal. Dude, it was a line out the door, and we're like, oh, we can't go. We were rushing to go somewhere. And I look on the map. I go, Claim Jumpers across the street, boys. Don't worry, we're okay. We're in good hands here. I'm gonna go get the chicken fingers there. I ordered chicken fingers and a Shirley Tipple like I've been ordering since I was 7 fucking years old. I was 24 when I ordered this meal, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I love these chicken fingers. The lady was like, "Do you want it from the kids menu or the appetizer?" I'm like, "Give me the fucking biggest one, you bitch. Don't look at me. Don't fucking judge me." So she brings out the she brings out the chicken fingers, and it's different breading, dude. Different bread.
Oh no!
Whoa, man.
Oh no!
No, ma'am. I've been getting the same goddamn tenders
Yeah.
here. Is it the kids menu? Did I order the wrong one? She goes, "No, sir. We changed the recipe." I go, "When the fuck did you change that recipe?" She goes, "Oh, it's in the past year or so." I go, "I'll never come back."
Did somebody call? Was somebody gonna tell me?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I think they're just trying to fucking make it. I don't know. I have no idea.
Increase their margin, dude. Increase their margin. Using fucking generic fucking breading. Who fucking knows?
Well, Dave,
Fuck, can't even get into it. If I bite into this chicken tender and it sucks, I'll burn their fucking joint to the ground.
Dude, the one in Temecula freaking closed down because their chicken tenders sucked.
Dude, damn, and as they should. As they fucking
It really
should.
did. It closed down. I'm not kidding. Look it up. One in Temecula is closed. Bad chicken tenders.
Dude, I told, it was funny. I don't know if you guys know Zaxby's. Did you have Zaxby's in Flagstaff?
Zaxby's? No, but that's like another chicken tender place too. Like, I think I had it when I was in Alabama.
Exactly. How many chicken places if you wanted to get chicken tenders, how many places do you think you could go?
Cane's?
Oh, dude. Church's Chicken.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, Popeyes. This place is across the street from Popeyes, right? So they used to have this banana cream shake, right? So, like, not a big deal. I had maids over at my house, so I had to get out of there. I get it. Baller status. I know what you're saying. Like, you must have a huge Johnson and made a shit ton of money. I get it. But, be as that may, I had to get out of the house, right? So I'm just like, oh, dude, you know what? Like, I'm all by myself. Like, I could crush fucking 1,300 calorie milkshake and nobody's gonna fucking judge me. I drive down there, right? Like a 20-minute drive. It's not like down the street. It's like fucking out of the way, right? Which is like when Louis C.K. talks about getting the Cinnabon, like, outside of, like, the airport terminal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's fucking different. Like, that's a fat fucking move, So I get in there and, like, hey, what do you want? Like, hey, I'll have a banana cream milkshake. They're like, oh, we don't serve it anymore. And I was just like, oh, like, what? And she goes, yeah, no, we stopped serving that in January. I was like, why the fuck are you even here? Like, why? You know you're gonna lose your job, right? I'll never fucking come back here again. Like, if you don't have something unique that I can only get at your place, like Portillo's, I can get sausage and peppers anywhere, but they have that shake, that fucking cake shake, where if somebody's like, hey, dude, if you like slit my wife's throat, I'll give you a cake shake. I'm like, yeah, where's she at? Like, give me an address.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fucking
The cake
good,
shake
you
at
know?
the Portillo's? Okay, I guess I gotta try it now if you're gonna kill your wife over it. Holy shit.
Dude, how about my wife was just like, hey, like, I was like, dude, what would you do for a cake shake? And like, we're standing at line at somewhere else, like, I don't know, probably fucking In-N-Out or something like totally like okay, but she wanted a cake shake and we couldn't find it. And she was like, I'd blow this entire line for a cake shake. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And like the guy behind me turned, I was like, there's no fucking cake shake here, guy. Like, keep it moving.
He's like,
You know?
well, there can be one. Yeah. Yeah.
Weird though, right? It's a weird thing to fucking say at a fast food thing while you're in line with like fucking kids there. But that's how good that cake shake is. And I was like, you know what? I'd be right behind you.
Yeah,
I'd do it right. While you fucking, you know, dead arm it and fucking not put any effort in, I'd fucking give them the ride of their life. For a cake shake.
Yeah.
Dude, do you even have a Portillo's near you? I don't even think there's one in Dallas.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
You know that there's one in Orange
There's one in
fucking
Tempe.
County off of Beach Avenue by Knott's Berry Farm, you bitch? You don't fucking know?
No, he's in Dallas, so he's getting up by him.
I'm in Dallas, dude. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, Dave, what the hell?
Weren't you? Aren't you coming out to California?
You're gonna mail me a Portillo shake?
Yeah.
No, but when you're out here, if you were coming out here for your brother's, like, you know, engagement ceremony.
Oh, dude. My mother is throwing a baby shower for my brother. Have you ever heard of that fucking happening?
Dude,
and then I'm getting motherfucked because I can't go out there.
Oh,
because I'm already going there the next weekend after. It's complete bullshit.
No. First of all, no, you are not getting motherfucked for that. This is completely outrageous, right? And so I'm planning Saturday. I said, hey, you want to go to a poker game or something like that? Because I thought the one on Saturday was for the girls, the one on Sunday is for everybody, like a family party. Who fucking cares? I don't even fucking like this kid. I'm not kidding. Like, I hope he's if he even resembles anything of his mom and dad, I'm gonna be like, listen, dude, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like, you know, luckily your dad, like, you know, learned that he was a shithead so he could bench 345, but like, like, you cannot act like him and not be a beast, like, in the weight room. Like, you can't act like that.
Yeah, you gotta throw some weight around and be like, AT.
Yeah.
But yeah, you so is it in the Tissage household? Are they pretty upset, Nate, that you've decided to kind of like keep settling down in Dallas and not come back immediately? It's gotta upset Maggie a little bit, right?
No, I tell Maggie every time she steps out of line, it's like, hey, if you were nicer, we'd be in the same fucking state as you.
Oh, okay.
If you weren't a fucking slave driver and fucking beating people left and right, we'd fucking hang out with you.
Maggie's a slave driver and she beats people? Dang.
She's the worst.
She kind of sounds wild, if you ask me.
Dude, yeah. Go ahead, Nate. Tell her.
She hit me across the face a few times. Let's just say that.
She closely punched me 2 years ago. No shit.
Dude, you know what the most infuriating thing though that the mom could do to you? Did Vickie ever pull your ear?
No, yeah, of course. Maybe once or twice.
Dude. God, that was like the one thing I've never ever thought about hating my mother, but that time she pulled my fucking ear with like she had nails and like dug into the top of my ear. I was like about to fucking lose it.
Guys,
I was like,
let's be fucking
like,
honest.
When you're like 8, like, no, this is 2 weeks ago on fucking Stagecoach, you know, like.
No, but let's be honest. Seriously though, like, how else could she handle you boys? 4 crazy motherfuckers. Matt was the only one that was like, yeah, I got this. We're good. Like, I'll be a good kid.
Oh, he's a fucking word, dude. Oh my God, burn the whole hotel to the ground right now. Fucking
Oh, is he the one? Is he the one that like would stir it up, but like have like the smile on his face, and everyone would think it wasn't him?
Dude, I've openly claimed. Right? Okay, so for the listeners, like, we're talking 4 brothers. Like, 3 of us are cool. We had the one in the middle that was. I mean, he's my best friend, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. He fucking sucked. Like, he fucking sucked. And, like, I remember sitting there, right? And, like, so I hit puberty when I was, like, 8. Like, I was just straight 5'11". Like, oh, you're going to be huge. I never grew a fucking inch after that, right? So, like, and this kid would come up to me and just, like take my shit off my desk. He was just, like, come and get me and, like, take off. And then I'd catch up to him, beat his ass, and then, like, you know, I get sent out in the garden. We used to have a garden out in our old house, and I had to go out there and weed. we bought a bucket of weeds. You know, I'd get my shit kicked when my dad came home. If he had a bad day, he couldn't kick the dog. He couldn't hit his wife, so he beat the fuck out of his kid that was like 22 years old but going on like 9. You know? Yeah, it's just like, it was all, and he just did shit all the time. Like, to this day, like, he just does shit to, like, fucking get, like, just to see. And then finally, like, okay, man, I'm not going to say his name. We'll call him Josh. Okay, Josh. Like, anybody that listens to this podcast that knows the family knows exactly what we're fucking talking about. That's how bad of a person he is. Okay. And then finally you fucking hit him, and then you're like, now all of a sudden you're the shithead. It just didn't make any sense. And Nathan was the best because, like, he just didn't do anything. He was just like there, like, hey, just keep him alive, you know, like, take him with you. He won't go with you.
Just keep him alive.
He's not going to tell on you or anything like that. Dude, when you got the light bulb out of your fucking hand, Nathan just stand there and just fucking be a sport.
I remember, Drew, like my mom, like, when I was like probably a sophomore, and I was going out with, like, you in the boxes. I'd get home at, like, 3 in the morning, and then, like, she was like, did you come home last night at, like, midnight? I was like, yeah, Mom, like, I woke you up. And she's like, all right, well, like, whatever. Like, she just completely gave up on me.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I cannot do this. I'm not gonna do this on a fucking podcast and have some fucking, like, psychiatry session about how fucking ridiculous. Like, I'll tell one story. I'll tell one fucking story, and then we move on, because this is gonna get real dark. I'm gonna say some things about family members that I have to see all fucking weekend. And this thing's going to go viral. Like, listen to the oldest go off about how fucked he got. And every oldest child in the country is going to be like, yup, amen, brother. Sing it, sister. And, like, I don't want it to go down this road. Anyway, I come home. It's my first, no shit, AT, like, my first fucking week or weekend at home when I came home from college, right? I was home at, like, 12:15. No later than 12:30, like, for sure. You know. And so I come home, go to bed, whatever. Like, I don't go to bed. I'm sitting there watching highlights. Fucking one brother rolls in at fucking 1:25. Andrew rolled in at fucking no shit, like 2:45, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, dude, when you left, nobody gives a fuck. It's game on, right? I'm like, what the fuck? I get up the next, and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to rat him out. I'm the older brother, you know? Like, hey, be smart. Don't be drinking. Like, everybody was, like, in good shape. I'm like, fuck it, you know? Whatever. Yeah. The next morning, I get up at, like, fucking, like, 9 o'clock. Like, I'm getting ready to go for my run. And, like, I go out to my mom's out there, and she's drinking her coffee. She's like, what time are you going? I was like, 12:15 or whatever. Like, she goes, what time's your curfew? And I'm like, what curfew? She's like, what was your curfew before you went to school? I'm like, midnight? She goes, why the fuck weren't you home at midnight? I'm like, what the fuck? You coming at me like this? Like, how dare you? Like, you're a grown fucking man. And I was like, hold on a second. Like, I go, your sons all came home. She's like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you. I'm like, holy fucking shit. So then all 3 of them roll out of bed, like, no shit, like 1:45, like, in the afternoon, right? And, like, she's got lunch for them. I'm like, what about these guys? She goes, you need to set a better example. I'm like, motherfucker, you know, like, mother. And then, like, the next morning I wake up and chicks are, I get up early in the morning again to go run. Whores rolling out of the house 2 at a time. I think the 3 of them had 2 girls apiece in different rooms coming outside before my dad got in the shower to go to work. And, like, it's just the fucking madness of the whole thing. I can't even explain. It's not even a funny thing. I just had to say that.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. It's like she slowly got, like, less. She slowly tried less and less and less with each kid, and then finally she got to Nate. Was just like, what? It's Nate. He's back. Good.
Yeah,
just graduate, dude.
Dude.
Oh, you want to go to college? Great, awesome. Didn't think that was happening.
Yeah. My God.
My mom, though, dude. I mean, I got my mom. Listen, like, I could lie with the best of them because I had my mom when she was in her prime. Not this, like, sub-dementia shit she's going through now, but I had her. She's at the top of her game. She was sharp. She could call me out. Like, I'd lie right to her face. She knew I was lying. In some way, the stars would align where, like, chicks sneaking out the back, fucking cars being parked in the right spot, and she wouldn't find out. And I felt like, you know, I went into foreign policy after that. Like, because if I could do it with her, I could do it with any fucking dictator on the planet, you know?
Yeah. She was a sharp one. And then after a while, that's my mom, too. My mom's, like, you know, she's kind of, yeah, whatever, go ahead, do your thing. But she doesn't have any more little kids to deal with other than in her classroom. So I wonder if my mom lays the law in the classroom. Because, like, she never really laid the law because she never had to. And my dad kind of did a little bit for us. But, I don't know, we were kind of a goofy family where we joked around a lot.
Wait, who's older, you or your sister?
I am. My sister's just 2 years younger, but like we never like I don't know. We never got like our ass beat.
I don't know, At. This doesn't like say something you want to acknowledge the listeners. Like, hey, I've known your whole family like for the majority of my life, and I don't know who if you or your younger sister is older. Now, why is that?
I don't know.
I'll take your answer off the air.
Wait, why? You don't know why?
Because she's so much more mature than you.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, she probably is.
Yeah.
No, she definitely is. She's got a good head on her shoulders. I'm a piece of shit that just sits at a desk all day and looks at a computer screen and texts people, doing nothing all day long.
That's what I don't understand. I never understood that whole thing. Like how you have like in my family, like Evan, from what I understand. Oh fuck, I don't want to use it. Can we use his real name? Is he cool with that?
Why? I don't know why we can't use people's real names on the podcast anymore.
Because we don't have like their thing. Like, hey, if I just like came out with my brother Matt, like tranny's named Josh, it's like, whoa, fuck, Jesus, like. If
my podcast is that popular to get, if my podcast starts getting people fired, that's fucking dope, dude. Yeah, dude, my podcast ruined that guy's career, son. Shouldn't have heard that.
I only operate like there's 100,000 listeners to us right now. It's the only way I go.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, who else is going to be like, yo, I heard this podcast from some random source. I'm going to go find out who this person is and ruin their life. Like, no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, let me kick you off your high horse, but nobody's going to fucking find out.
Yeah, no one. But honestly, so back to Allison, though. Allison actually dated Nathan back in 5th grade, right? We talked about this before. She's got a better head on my shoulders because she learned from her mistakes, right? She learned from her mistakes. But yeah,
she doing a ton of shitty stock, dude. But she learned that at 10. Yeah,
I just don't get. I don't know. Even when she learned it at 10, my parents never laid like the law, like bringing the spoon. I maybe got the spoon like twice, right? Like I never got it that bad. I hear all these other stories, all my friends getting their ass beat, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. I was a bad kid too, but I don't know how I got away with it. Maybe I was just quicker.
Dude, you had to be. Dude, but I don't know if I told a story on here, but basically when I was quote unquote dating Allison in 5th grade, we were like after school we'd go back to the house and Drew was like getting ready for football practice, like eating or like doing homework, and like Allison's like we're sitting on the couch watching TV and we're like, we're
5th grade.
We're 11. 5th grade. We're 11 years old.
Hold on, you didn't beat the fucking brakes off this kid, At?
Dude, well, listen to the story. He should have because
of you guys.
There in broad daylight, and she was trying to hold my hand. And AT, he's got his back turned to us, and he's sitting at the fucking at the dining room table, and I'm like fucking hitting her hand away. Like, you know what? No, stop.
Oh, she loves
it. Just totally just wanting Drew to just beat the fuck out of me. So that's really what she had her wits on her wits about her. Like she was fucking like I'm
dark, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the brakes off both you fools.
I know. I'm like, dude, like doesn't even get a blanket out, just like fucking nothing, dude. Just go straight for that.
No, honestly,
tell the listeners, man, how far did it go?
That was it, right?
That was it, dude. My fucking dick was in my stomach. My baby dick was already in my stomach because I was like, Drew's gonna beat the fucking brakes off me if he turns around.
Oh, wait till I see that girl, dude. That's fucking, dude. That was like, listen, AT, we're friends. We're friends, right? Yeah. Like, I'm gonna tell you something that's fucked up. Your sister may or may not like to like bang it out in porta potties.
Wait, what?
I mean this with all due respect. Your sister is a motherfucker.
I highly doubt that. That's so fucking funny. I hope she hears this. Is like, what the fuck?
Trying to hold your hand with her brother who she known as like what an AT. I love you. I take a bullet for you, but like a known psycho that definitely didn't know how to channel it when he was fucking 12 years old. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna go.
Evan would be like, Nathan, I need to talk. No, fuck, I did a homosexual voice. That's not right. Evan would like at least talk to you and like try and like educate you. AT is not fucking talking about anything. He just starts fucking swinging and asks questions later, right? Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a fighter, but yeah, like I'm more of like what the fuck kind of like, let's break this shit up real quick here. None of that, right? I'm not gonna sit you down and talk you out. It's over, and that's it. It's done. Otherwise, we are gonna have to get something or do something about it. But yeah, I never was much of a fighter. It was just kind of like, yo, when I say shit to get done. It got done when I was a kid. When I say shit to get done, it got done.
I didn't mean to put that voice to that. I just meant Evan is more of the adult that would be like, I can't beat the fuck out of a 10-year-old. I need to talk more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would beat the fuck out of a 10-year-old as like a 13, 14-year-old. Yeah, that's easy. No problem. Lord of the Flies. Lord of the motherfucking Flies.
That was the thing. Is like he was going to football practice, which I had football practice right next to him when we were playing down the pit. And AT's killing people at fucking practice. And then, like, she's like, why would you hold my hand? She goes, why would you hold my hand? It would, like, egg me on. And I'm like, I watched your brother kill kids at fucking practice. And you think I'm just going to, like, fucking willy-nilly, like, hold your hand in front of him? Are you crazy? It was outrageous.
Yeah, I remember back then. I just like it was a different. That's funny because I'm so not like that anymore. But football brings out that animal, right? And most people, if you're playing the game and you're like, if I wanted shit to go down, shit went down. But it was always on football, or it was always like around football players. But around people that weren't associated with football, like I was always the nicest guy. Like, well, not gonna fight. But yeah, like if I saw a football player, like it's funny that I say that now too because my sister always dated athletes. She dated fucking Johnny Diaz, right? I had to get. I guess I had to get cool with it from an early standpoint, huh? Because she dated our star running back in high school.
I remember Johnny, and I'm just like, that makes like if there's anybody like that's the nicest guy. Like Nathan, no, like I'm sorry, like not a.
And
I love Al. I treat Allison as like she's my own little sister. I'm not even fucking okay with it. I'm related to that.
Yeah, I know, right? It all brings it back full circle, Dave. Is that she learned from her mistakes. It's good.
Like, I held her hand. Well, fuck you, dude. And I'm like, it's my brother. I have to stand up for him. Like, that's questionable judgment, Allison.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Well, you know what's funny too is it was tough because like you think though like me and Evan are outnumbered, right? So if I go beat up Nathan, then we have to answer to the three other boys, right? So it's kind of like you gotta pick your battles, I guess.
Wait.
Yeah, you think he's gonna stand up for me?
Wait, hold on. If you think, like, if you came to me like, hey, Nathan got beat up because he was holding Alice's hand, if you think we would fucking move an inch, like, all of us be like, yeah, dude, that's the right move, like, there's not one of us. I can go, even I'll call Andrew right now and be like, he's like, oh, fuck him. Like, no way. Like, he has it coming. Allison's like the one girl that's like, we don't really know her. Like, the fact that she did this, I want to go up to her and be like, listen, like, I held you in such high regard, and you're just as bad as the rest of them, as in females. Like, you're no better. Like, the fact that's...
No, she is, though. She learned quick, Dave. She learned quick. She ended it, Dave. She learned. She's not like the rest of them because she learned.
Yeah. She didn't follow that pit of misery.
Dude, I'm like listening to the story as it's like this girl is just taking the fucking swan dive off the highest hill. Like it's like there's like a Mount Rushmore of women that I hold in high esteem. Like Vickie and your sister are right there next. Well, I gotta fit some room for my grandmothers and my mom, but like they're up there, you know. And like I hear like she tried to hold Nathan's hand. I'm just like that bitch did what? So fucking Nathan doesn't even know he was getting fucking played to like. She probably didn't even like him. She just wanted to see him get his ass kicked and like just laugh and giggle and like fucking, you know, it's just like
sinister.
Fucking,
it's sinister.
Yeah, you know, it's just like I mean,
damn, Allison.
If somebody falls from grace like that, I can't wait we should put her on the podcast.
Yeah, I want to put her on now. I talked to her today. Allison, if you listen to this, you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
In fifth grade.
You're disgusting.
In fifth grade, yeah.
I'm all about like getting my brother naked and just be like, never mind, and like kick him out of the house and start screaming. Like, yeah, like, I'm down for that, but like, you went after him to get his ass kicked. Like, there's no other fucking. He's not getting jerked off. Nothing. He's gonna get his ass kicked if your brother sees him holding your hand. Like, that's the only way that fucking ends. You know,
it's not gonna end well.
18, I don't care how cool you think you are. If you were cool with your fucking 10-year-old sister holding hands with a boy, then you fall from grace.
Yeah.
You're fucking all on trial.
As you heard in Nate's story, I wasn't watching. I wasn't paying attention. I guess you gotta keep a closer eye. Eh? No.
Your fucking 10-year-old sister sitting with this fucking
with Nate.
While you don't have lunch?
Yeah, probably.
What?
Dave, you're cutting in and out, man. You're cutting in and out. I gotta roll. Nate's tired. We're gonna bounce off because I gotta go call Allison and call her out now.
Yeah. Get on the pod. Get on the pod.
I got to. Boy, any last words, boys? Okay, Nate, you're out. You're out. Dave, anything last you want to say?
Oh, fucking Allison, what the fuck, man? Like, fucking Santa Claus is gone. Notre Dame's not gonna win fucking the game. Cowboys are off, and now you're fucking just fucking setting guys up to get their asses kicked. I mean, just fucking something come out of this life. Just something be what I think it should be. That's all I'm asking.
Nate, do you think the passengers of his flights have any idea how upset this person is at behind the helm?
dude, when I flew that flight with him real quick, he comes on the loudspeaker like, this is this first captain. We're cruising at 30,000 at feet. It's about 25 degrees in San Diego. We should be touching down about 2.5 hours. And like, have a safe flight, everyone. And I'm like, anybody really know when he gets off the thing? He's like, fuck those fucking cunts. I'm gonna put it in the fucking side of a mountain. Fuck all these passengers. You know what I mean? Like, just complete animal up there.
No, yeah.
They have no idea.
I bet you he's the most professional motherfucker out there. That's why. Like, I think some people are like Dave, where like the more unprofessional they are outside of work, the more professional they are at work. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
No, true.
Like, I slipped today. Like, if you give somebody like a fucking thing, like, I hope their mother fucking has like fucking dies of, like you just say something fucking fucked up, all because they like ask for extra pretzels. And you're like, oh shit, like, well, we know how that motherfucker rolls,
Aggressive, yeah. Seriously, you're like, damn, okay. The guy doesn't like to hand out extra pretzels. Let him fly the plane.
Well, like, it's like today, like the fucking guy, we have power hooked up. The plane, we plugged the plane in, so everything's turned on for you guys when you come on, And he's slapping the fucking plane, like he's just slapping the fire. And I'm having a conversation, right? This girl who's a nervous flyer comes up, and she wants to see everything, and she says she likes to meet the pilots. I'm like, fucking bitch, if I put this thing into a fucking mountain, nobody's gonna fucking care what happens. Like, but hey, I'll entertain you. Yeah, no, we're all good. No, it's gonna be a smooth ride. Fucking making her feel good. I'm just like, oh fuck, I just want to do a fucking barrel roll with this thing and send her into a fucking schizophrenia thing, like right out of the gate.
Is there gonna be some turbulence? Yeah, we're gonna turn the plane off and free fall for a little bit.
Oh, fuck. Like, I'm trying to tell the boss not to take off, but he wants to do it anyway, so fucking buckle up. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, this guy's in the plane, and finally, like, fucking, I think she's gone, but she's standing there. I flip up the mic so they can talk to us in a headset down below us, because we can't see him, and I'm sitting there like, hey, what the fuck are you doing slapping the plane like a fucking maniac, man? Just call me. You know how to fucking call me? He's like, oh, shit, like, I totally forgot, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she, like, turns around and faces fucking my life. We're good. I'm completely in control now. I just had to tell that guy to go fuck his mother, we're good.
Heck, I just had to lose my shit for a quick second. I got blew a gasket, but we're okay. That's fine.
Slapping the fucking plane like an animal? It's not your fucking wife. You can't slap her around like that. Fuck on.
Jesus. I want to hear more of these plane stories next time we have you guys on.
Dude.
Next weekend. I'm free next weekend.
Nathan dropping my first and last name. Give him my social, you fucking cunt. I mean, my goodness.
I can blur it out if you want, man. I can do something. I'll edit it. I think if we over talk and it's kind of getting messy, I'll clean it up a little bit so it doesn't, so the conversation doesn't get people all over the place.
I'm like, fucking. I'm not gonna fuck. I won't put the number, but we're in like.
Hey go have your Dino Nuggets and go to bed, bud. Anyhow, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, get to bed, Nate.
Hey, you guys gonna use the TI-83 or whatever the fuck you got going on tomorrow? You guys gonna bang one of those out?
The TI-83?
Whatever the fuck in the world.
Calculator is. What's the name of the calculator? I know you know the name of the calculator, you little bitch. Tell me the name of the calculator.
TI-84, dude. Did you ever take calculator?
TI-84. Oh, I was off by a number. Look at him.
What was it, Nate?
TI-84, baby.
You fucking nerd. You fucking peasant nerd, dude. Like,
I'm nothing without my calculator. I mean, Drew, are you ever in those meetings where someone's like, "Oh, that's like roughly like 88%." I'm like, dude, it's 89%. Get a fucking calculator out. Don't try to sit here and be the smartest guy in the room guessing fucking numbers. I fucking hate people that try to do mental math and
dude,
use a calculator. Use a calculator.
If you okay, hold on. If you need a calculator to do more math than what the calculator on your phone can do, take a fucking hike. Like, why do you need that calculator that needs to do that much math?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, look at him.
You fucking nerd. All right, good night, boys. We're ending on that. I love you guys. You guys are the best. See you, boys.
Yes, bye.